Hey, YouTubers, Facebookers, anybody that is watching my channel right now. Just wanted to vlog because it's been a while since I've vlogged, and there's been a couple of things that I have learned in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And this isn't going to be a very long vlog because I want to do a makeup vlog. I bought some new makeup. And forgive me, I'm having a super bad hair day, and I have my hat on. And this is the hat. I love this hat. It's it's all cork right here. This is flannel. It's a little bit hot for the summer, which is why I bought it, is for the summer, so I wouldn't have sun casting down on my face. So I'm going to do a makeup vlog after this. I got to create it. I want it to be a little bit more professional looking. And so I bought new eyeshadow and eyelashes, believe it or not. And I bought a whole bunch of new makeup a couple weeks ago. So I wanted to go over some stuff that I had been dealing with. I had talked about the vertigo that I had, and those exercises or the maneuvers, the modified Epley maneuvers that I used really must have done something, because I started feeling better. And one day I realized I don't have the vertigo anymore. It was really interesting how it just kind of faded away, which is a really good thing. So just living in super hot desert doesn't help. And also, my heart goes out to all the people that live in Ridgecrest, California, just 40 miles, I think, north of me, with the big earthquakes that they were sustaining there. They had damage. Some people actually had their houses red tagged. This is not something that is something I don't know about. We totally know about this, my kids and I, and anybody that lived in Northridge in the '94 earthquake. You can all totally relate to what happened to us. A bunch of red tags, a lot of yellow tags, basically saying, live there at your own. A yellow tag was like, live there at your own, caution. And red tag, you had to get out. I managed apartment buildings at that time, so I know I had one apartment building that I off-sited, red tag. Nobody, everybody had to get out of there. The building that I actually lived in with my husband John and my two kids, we only had a few apartments that were yellow tagged, but there was sufficient damage in that apartment building that people just were like, I'm out of here. I lost almost all my residents. I had a 39 unit building that was completely and totally 100% occupied. And after the earthquake, there were only 10 apartments left that were with people, my residents that stayed there. So long story short is I can totally relate and feel my heart goes out to them because it was horrible. It was pretty, nothing got lost here, but we are damaged, or thank God nobody got hurt, but it was a pretty heavy duty shaker. And I mean, the first one on July 4th, I was standing outside walking Nico, and we felt it. I saw the buildings kind of wave, and I heard all the people that had wind chimes on their patios going off, and I looked and I saw the pool move, the pool splashing, and I was like, yeah, that's what I kind of figured. We were having an earthquake. So we walked back over to our house, and my son Evan was here with me. He was standing outside going, he was very scared. And then the next one on the next day, the 5th, was super frightening. And that one was even bigger. And it was really scary. And so just kind of, I know how the people feel, and it was really scary. So leading up to that, I was having the vertigo. Now, I never put two and two together, but I remember that whenever we'd have like a aftershock or a small earthquake or any, I'd feel very dizzy. Now, I don't know if that had anything to do, if the vertigo that I had anything to do with leading up to having the earthquake. I don't know. But boy, I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to that from now on, because it was a week and a half or so. I think a week and a half, 2 weeks before before the earthquake that I was having the vertigo. And so just not fun. So the vertigo, knock on wood, is gone, and I am pretty much okay. I still have really, I wouldn't say like crippling fatigue like I was having, but I still am fatigued. Today, on Saturdays, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit around and cuddle with Nico and look at my phone, YouTube videos, or on the weekends, I don't usually turn the TV on because there's really nothing on. So just chill out. On Sundays is when I do like light housework and do my laundry and stuff like that. Um, but my house is never usually a big, huge, gigantic, filthy mess, anyways, because I'm so anal retentive. Poor Evan is staying with me right now, and I'm like on his ass about everything. So, that about the vertigo and the fatigue and stuff, work is really super busy and it's mentally challenging. And so after work, you kind of like feel, ugh. And so I was starting to get like not not that fuzzy feeling in my head, but I was starting to feel tension in my head and in my neck. And I thought it was just a fibro flare. Well, it was. And on Friday, yesterday, I could not work. And not only that, my digestion has been destroyed also because I wasn't feeling well. I finally started feeling better. So I had all my cute little Mormon missionaries that live in my apartment building come and have pizza. And so I had pizza that night, only a half because I wasn't feeling that great. I dehydrated myself last Saturday, which now that I'm thinking about it, trying to drink a whole bunch of water. Dehydration, folks, is no joke. So last Saturday, I was doing a lot. I had to run to the store, had to do a little bit more, deep cleaning more than usual, make sure that like everything is like perfect because I was having my guests, my neighbors come over. So I think that and Nico, for some reason, last Saturday wanted to walk 500 times and it was really hot outside. And I took him outside. I guess I wasn't drinking enough water and now I totally get what dehydration does to you. I felt like I was nauseous. I almost threw up a few times and I just felt rotten. And so when the kids came we were having our pizza party. I had a half a piece of pizza and I had a half a piece of cheesecake. I'm not supposed to be having cheese. And the reason why I decided to have a pizza party was because I didn't want to overdo it and get sick and make dinner. So unfortunately, I think having the pizza in the house, in the next couple days, I ate pizza and ordered some more pizza when we ran out of that because I was just completely out of it. And eating the wrong foods after not eating the wrong foods for 5 months will really get you. And I have cheated a little bit in these 5 months, but eating several days worth of pizza is not a good idea. So, long story short, it attacked my digestive system, and I haven't been right for the last couple days, digestion wise. So, just dealing with that. I feel a lot better today. Um, so I feel a lot better today. I On Friday though, I noticed that I started getting like this headache, and it wouldn't go away, and I was feeling like I was going to throw up. And just, I don't usually get nauseous, but when I do, it is not like a little thing, and I threw up a little bit. So we were I was like in the middle of taking calls, and I felt that feeling that you get when you're going to throw up again. I started feeling that, and I was like, yep, we're going to just call a supervisor and tell them I'm going to have to get off the phones. And so I had this tension headache, and my stomach was bothering me, and it turned into a really pretty good migraine, and I felt like crap. And all night long I was up and down going to the bathroom. It was just horrible. And that's why today I feel so much better. I am going to be putting makeup on this very tired looking face, and see if I can like look a little bit better. But I decided that I was going to go to the gym and start off slow. I'm making a commitment to go to the gym at least twice a week. I'm hoping that twice a week is going to accelerate my weight loss a little bit more. And that's just what I'm going to do. Scott will have to figure out what he's going to do for dinner on those nights. And that's all there is to it. It's just, he's going to have to start doing more and for himself, because I am way overwhelmed. Yeah. And I need to get rid of stress. So going to the gym, I know that's going to make my endorphins run through my body. Thank goodness the new medication, Savella, for the fibro is actually working. I don't know why I had that migraine and that stress in my neck. Well, I do know. It's my fibro just comes and goes, it comes and goes. But the real bad pain that I was having in my shoulders and in that one sacroiliac joint on the left side has really, really diminished a lot. So thank goodness for that medication, although I am very tense from taking that meds. I'm getting better, but in the beginning, when I got up to that 100%, 100 milligrams twice a day, I thought that, oh, yeah, maybe I am not as calm as I would like to be. But now I'm getting better. I went from like being super stressed and super tense to being more even. But boy, that headache and the nausea and the stomach issues that I was having and not being normal just really kicked my butt yesterday. I got off work early and I just laid around because I really thought that I was just not going to be able to make it ever. There's certain times where I just feel like I just cannot take phone calls, and I can't be a an expert, because I get confused. I get confusion, and I get very stressed out when I'm not feeling good. And this fibro is no joke, folks. Seriously, if you have no idea what it's like, just imagine the worst flu, pain, and fatigue, and sometimes stomach issues that you've ever had, and that's what fibro is. And pain is usually like 10 plus all over your body in different weird spots. And sometimes you have pain in places that you really never thought that you could ever have pain in. So that's kind of sucky about fibro. And this med seems to be I was doing really good. I was feeling so good. And then just it out of nowhere, migraines are part of the fibro, because I never had migraines. And so I was kind of shocked that I had one come on like that. But it's gone now. So we'll be going to the gym tonight after Scott gets home so he can Nico sit. And I'm going to do the treadmill and maybe do the elliptical. I'm not sure. I got to start going slow. So I'll walk a little bit on the treadmill, maybe 15 minutes. I'll do either the bike, the recumbent bike where you lean back, or I'll do the elliptical. And then there is the massage chairs and the hydro massage beds. So I think I'm going to definitely hit those up. So I just don't want to overdo it for my first time. So I'm not going to overdo it. I'm just going to do 15 minutes on the treadmill and maybe 15 minutes on one of the other machines. Oh, and I want to do some, they're over there. I bought myself 2-pound weights, and I've been using those for my strength, my upper body strength, or in my arms at least. And I've lost weight, and there's just this one spot that I want to get rid of. But I mean, the rest of me is pretty, it's not so bad. This spot, this part, want to get rid of it. Want to get rid of it. Losing whatever, 21, 22 pounds, whatever it's been, is a really great thing. But I know that I'm going to be losing more. So I've got to tone up. And they've got the weight machines and stuff there that I will be using. I just, like I said, I got to be careful and not like overdo it. So I also have been trying to deal with, like I said, I was overwhelmed, and that's all part of the stress and everything. Those of you that are caregivers, and those of you who are not caregivers to a person that needs your help in everyday living functionality, like Scott needs me to do a lot of stuff for him. Also, just that stress of having to be so responsible for another human being. And it's like I don't have little kids anymore. And having to be on top of everything that he does so everything goes smoothly is horrible, to be honest. I mean, I love him and he knows that. And that's why I'm here taking care of him, is because I love him. But it is a constant struggle because I feed him, I pay all the bills so that this house, so we don't get kicked out of this house and our lights don't get turned off. And, we have car insurance and our telephones and stuff like that. So I do all of that. Plus, I make sure that he has all of his doctor's appointments set up. I give him his injections every other day. I make sure all of his medications are refilled, the prescriptions. And that's not the only thing, is he has a really bad memory and he has no concept of space and time. So for the last 4 years, I've been fighting with him about going to bed early and getting more sleep. And lately it seems like he's either rebelling against me or it's just gotten really bad where he goes, okay, I'm going. And then he doesn't go and he stays up until 1 o'clock in the morning, and he has to get up. He insists on getting up at 5:30 in the morning to be at work at 8 when he's only like 20 minutes away from work. He wants to sit around and watch more TV in the morning while he's drinking coffee. And Scott has a huge TV addiction. And it's really hard telling him, hurry up, go take your shower, get ready for bed, that kind of thing. Don't forget to make your lunch. Don't forget to set your alarms. He needs 2 alarms because he turns off an alarm for when he's supposed to go to work and falls back to sleep. He says he wants to get up at 5:30 in the morning. Well, I wake up at 6 and I realize that usually he shuts my bedroom door in the morning. And when he gets up, and then I notice that my door is not open, and I look and he's in his bedroom still sleeping. Get up, Scott. So it's a lot of responsibility and having to keep somebody else on the straight and narrow and making sure he's healthy and fed right. I'm the one that noticed that thing on his nose. He didn't even notice. And I said, "You've got this bump on your nose." And then it just got bigger. And I'm like, "You've got to go to the dermatologist." Sure enough, excuse me, sure enough, he had skin cancer. And thank God I caught it in time. The doctor was saying, "You caught it in time." I said, "Yes, thank you. Wifey caught it in time." Also, since I give him his injections for his MS medicine every other day, I check his back, I check his chest, his shoulders, everything for weird looking moles. I look at his legs. His legs really don't get a lot of sun, but his arms and his back, he likes to wear tank tops a lot. So I check everything that and make sure that he doesn't have any weird stuff happening to him skin wise. So it's really hard to get him to remember to use that sunscreen I bought him. Seriously, folks, I spent almost $100 on that skincare routine for him. And I just got tired of asking him, "Did you use it?" And him saying, I forgot. It's just like, there's only so much I could do. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I love him to pieces, but he is tiring, and I'm tired. So yeah, so we have our challenges like every married couple, but they're intensified a little bit more. And I try to be as patient as possible, but I am not perfect, and my mouth will tear him apart. And I'm not proud of that. And I apologize all the time to him, but I sometimes lose my crap and I just let it all hang out. And I hate to do that. And Evan's staying with us, and I love Evan, but that's a challenge too, having another adult in my house, and I'm used to privacy and certain, I like quiet, and it's not quiet anymore. And, just it's difficult. And I don't know how long Evan's going to be here, but I'm here for him however long he needs to be here. But, the sooner the better that he's able to move out on his own, the better. I moved in with my mom when I was 26 when I divorced the kid's dad because I had tried roommate situations as he has, and it didn't work out. And, I moved in with my folks for a year and a half, and then I met my second husband, John, and we started dating and moved in together. So, I believe that if you can, you should be there for your kids. That's all there is to it. If Grant was having issues, Grant would stay with me. I mean, Evan was in a really long-term relationship and it broke up. And, he got in a car accident. He couldn't work. When he was able to start working, he just had, he stayed with me for a little while and then moved to Ventura. And the jobs out there were not working out. And the people that he was staying with were having issues, a married couple, and he didn't want to stay there. And I was like, "Come back home to me, Evan. It'll be fine. It'll be all right." So not only do we get into little things, both of us, Scott doesn't fight back with me. Scott lets me get it all out, and then he won't say anything else, and I'll say, "I'm sorry." But Evan fights back with me, and I'm not used to that. And I hate confrontation, and I hate negativity. And I just don't want that in my life. There's too much negativity out there as it is. So, um, I just got a lot on my plate. And this is I've got like that triangle, right? There's all about Scott, Nico, and having adult house guest and doing all of the finances, the health stuff for Scott, and then Mindy is this little tiny bit of the triangle. And I just can't do that anymore. I've got to say, you know what? Figure out what you're going to have for dinner a couple times a week, and I'm gone because I don't want to be out late because I go to bed early. So, and I get up early. So I just need to do it at least twice a week. I was at first saying I'm going to do it 3 times a week. I'm going to do it twice. I'm going to say I'm going to do it twice a week. Then we'll go from there. So that's all the personal stuff. And then I'm not going to get too deep in to the state of our country and the leadership or the lack of leadership and what's going on with the poor people that are coming for asylum in our country, and women's rights being tromped on too, and cops killing more Black people. And it's just, where are we and what year are we living in? Everything has just gotten so bad. And it has been bad for a really long time. Now we just have like really super bad leadership. So all I'm going to say is we've got a really long time to figure out what we're going to do and research the candidates, research all of the people that are running, and pay close attention to who is running for president, and get that son of a bitch out of there in 2020. Hopefully, all of the other stuff that's coming up, and Mueller is going to be, I don't think he's been interviewed yet, but there's going to be a lot more that's coming out. There is a lot more every day. There's something more. Like another cabinet member resigned because he let some pervert, child molester, pedophile, basically walk the streets and continue to work after he molested a whole bunch of young girls that were underage. I mean, he's got only the best people in that administration. I mean, look at how many people are going to jail and how many people have been fired and resigned. So we need to focus, pay attention, and be educated, people. I watched the first debate with all the Democrats, definitely weeded out a whole bunch of people. Liked a couple people that I like them a lot more than I liked them before. So, and I won't talk about who I'm going to vote for. I did last time, and I'm not doing it this time. So I'm just going to let it kind of happen in my life. But I'm telling you, be educated and pick the right folks, people, okay? And for those of you that support Trumpy, shame on you. Because everything that is happening with immigration and what he's doing to those people and their families and those tiny children, and what he's doing with women's rights, and they say they're Christian and they don't act like Christians. You know what Christians are supposed to act like. If you are a supporter of this dunce and his troop of idiots, then you really should be ashamed of yourself, and you shouldn't be on my channel or on my Facebook, seriously, because I review all my messages. So if you put anything on there that is derogatory or whatever, it won't get posted. So don't waste your time. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to work on doing my makeup vlog in just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and post this. Leave any of your comments down below. I'm definitely wanting to hear from you. Please share my channel with your friends if you think that I'm worth a darn or whatever. Oh, and I wanted to talk about, I am going to be doing some more new recipes. So I'm going to be making my own, I'm going to try to make my own whole wheat ravioli, vegetable ravioli. And I'm also going to be, what was that other one that I was going to make? Oh, baba ganoush. I love this stuff. I have never had it before. I actually got it at a Middle Eastern restaurant. We got vegetarian platters. We got hummus. We got baba ganoush. I've never had it before, and I love Middle Eastern food. I don't know why. I've never tried it before, but baba ganoush is roasted eggplant, garlic, tahini, and lemon juice, and it almost looks like a loose pudding, but it tastes so good. Oh my God. I'm going to make that, and I'm going to make my whole wheat ravioli sometime this week. And I'll be posting pictures of my recipes and stuff. And so that's pretty much it. I wanted to just say hi and touch base. It's 30 minutes already, really long. See you guys later. Love ya. Peace. And y'all be well. Bye.